मेन स्क्रीन कर दो सर, सब बच्चे यूट्यूब पे आ जाएं। हम लाइव बोलेंगे तब लाइव होगा। डन, परफेक्ट। मीडिया सेल बताना मुझे लाइव करने के लिए, तो मैं स्टार्ट करूंगा। हेलो ऑल। So once again, we are here with one another topic from the syllabus of GTU. The subject is Professional Communication and Ethics, third semester. We have with us Dr. Vasisht Patel. He is an assistant professor of English in Government Engineering College, Bhavnagar. On our request, the request of Government Engineering College, Bhavnagar, we have already started online lecture series. This is phase 3 of it. On our request, sir has accepted it, and today he is with us on a very nice topic, which is called Engineering Ethics, Challenges and Choices. Without wasting much of the time, I, on behalf of the whole college principal, coordinator, as well as the whole college, I welcome you, sir, for this vibrant session, and thank you a lot for conducting this session for us and actually helping us to create a hub of knowledge so that across the state, whosoever wants to study these topics, because these are people skill topics, so they are open for all. Anybody could have a good insight after going through this session. We are live on YouTube, sir, so students would be joining us there. If they have any comment, students, then you can definitely drop down into comment box. We will consider that later on in the session. Sir, the session is live. Welcome.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Okay. So, good afternoon to one and all present here. I, Dr. Vashish from JC Gandhinagar. Thank you for giving me opportunity for sharing my insights to the students of engineering. So today, as you know, that ethics are one of the important things that we need to be learn something about the ethical values and ethics of the person, that the person who wants to be become the right decision maker, that he has to have the ethics in his mind or in his life also. So first we will understand what is an ethics. Ethics means the principles of right or wrong that guide human behavior. As you know that in engineering, it deals with how engineers should act when designing, building, or managing projects. Everywhere ethics is required, not only in engineering, but particularly in our syllabi. There is an impact, there is stress on the engineering ethics. That's why we will be discussing something about your engineering ethics over there. So again, engineering ethics are going beyond the laws and rules, as you know that, and it's all about the doing the right thing even if no one is watching, है ना? Some of you might have heard during your childhood that yes, whenever you have heard from your parents that if nobody is watching, God is watching. Okay, so it is important to, as an engineer, with not only an engineer but also an ethical engineer for that. Let us go ahead. Why important for engineers? Ethics is important for one and all present over here. In all over the world, ethics are required. Why it is important for engineers? Because engineers design systems, structures, and technologies that affect people's lives and safety. As you know that safety matters first. Safety for the people. You are directly doctors, engineers, even the professors, even the teachers are dealing with the live people. Okay, so for those, especially for those people, ethics are more important rather than other one. So obviously wrong decisions can cause accidents, loss of life, or environmental damage. By certain examples are there, that building collapse, industrial disasters are there. Okay, so where as an engineer, that you have to have the ethical values, ethics in your work, in your life also. Second thing is, ethical thinking definitely will help the engineers to balance their profit versus safety, innovation versus responsibility. Every innovations will come with the responsibility, as you know that, and every profit has to have the safety measures for that. People are sometimes thinking about only their only their profits, but at the same time, they are, as an engineer, that you are required to have the safety along with the profit. Profit businesses are there for the profits, but along, not only thinking about the profits, but also you have to think about the safety. You have to think about the responsibility of taking the responsibility of your work. Okay, so for students, learning ethics builds as an engineer, as a first year, second year, third year, fourth year students of engineering, that learning ethics build integrity and prepares them for responsible careers. So in this session, today's session, we would be much more discussing about the ethical values, ethics, and how does ethics would be helping to you to grow as a as an individual with the help of ethical values. Okay. So
Government Engineering College.
importance for students. Ethics, why is it important for students? Because you are a student now. So whenever engineering ethics that is included in your syllabi, it's not just a subject. Remember, it is not for the subject. It helps to shape the mindset of students into becoming responsible professionals. When students, or as a student, you learn ethics early stage of your career, early stage of your student life, then it will be developing a sense of accountability toward the society and environment and their future goals. So it also guiding the students to make the right choices. It definitely helps in decision making also. How? So whenever you an academics or professional life, for example, that you will be put yourself into the academics or professional life. So when faced with the copying assignments and cutting corners in projects, some of the students are doing that. Okay, so ethics will help them to choose the honesty and quality. Whenever you have been learned properly, whenever you have been given the proper guidance for learning your ethical values, okay, and the professors might have given you or must have given you the values in during their lectures. So by knowing, by learning, and by practicing ethical decision making, the students will be prepared themselves for the complex real world situations they will face as engineers, and they will be able to balance their safety. Even they will be able to cost and public interest. Definitely it will helping you to become the responsible future engineers, and it helps in decision making. Some of the definitions of engineering ethics are explained during these presentations. So that will be more giving you the clarity, like application of moral principles to engineering practice. So engineering ethics is about the applying values like which kind of values? Values like honesty, responsibility, fairness in real engineering decisions, and definitely it ensures engineers serve society's welfare, not just company profit. As a responsible engineer, that you are required to, why it is matters? It matters because engineers design systems that affect people lives like bridge, machine, software, energy plants, all those things that you are preparing that will be directly or indirectly affecting to the people's lives. So wrong choices can lead to the disasters, sometimes accidents and loss of trust also. So as an engineer, that your application of moral principles to engineering practice definitely matters a lot. So for example, we will be thinking about the safety over profit. So imagine a company, for example, imagine a company that finds a cheaper material for a bridge. So it saves money, definitely it saves the money, and but makes the structure weaker. So for example, for that reason, an ethical engineer will definitely, if you are an ethical engineer, that you will be able to reject the unsafe option, even if it increase the cost, because human life is more valuable. So so as a student of ethics, as a student of ethical engineer, so ethics is not an extra subject but part of even every engineering decision. Small choices like honesty in assignments prepare the students for prepare you for the bigger ethical challenges in your professional life. So until and unless you have been given the core ethical principles in your life, core values in your life, from anybody can give you the core ethical principles. Like your parents are giving, your teachers are giving, your friends are giving, your colleagues are giving you the different types of principles like honesty, integrity, accountability, and respect. So, how does it developing such kind of principles will help you in your ethical practices? So, first one comes honesty. So, what you are required to do is engineers must provide accurate data and avoid misrepresentation. This is one of the important things, that the data that you are providing are definitely be helping the students for, or helping the people, helping the company for their to avoid the misrepresentation. For example, reporting true test results even if they are unfavorable. So if you are reporting the such kind of trust test results, even if we are unfavorable, that doesn't matter to them. And dishonesty in engineering can lead to the accidents, failed projects, and loss of trust. So this is honesty is required for engineering people. Second thing is integrity. Integrity means acting according to ethical values, not just rules. Okay, rules are there, but once you are acting according to the ethical values, definitely it will be helping you to be beyond the rules, and it will be ethical, having the integrity in your mind. For example, refusing to approve unsafe designs under any circumstances, under any pressure from the management. So this will definitely lead you towards the integrity, ensures long-term trust with employers, clients, and society. Whenever you will be doing your businesses, you are doing your jobs, wherever you will be doing all those things, definitely it will be helping you to the integrity will be helping you to long-lasting relations in your career. Third thing comes accountability. So accountability, as an engineer, you should take responsibility for your decisions and actions. है Don't afraid of taking the responsibility, taking the accountability, and whatever is the actions, whatever the decisions that you are taking, please try to take the responsibility for that. So if a design that is prepared by you, it may occurs as a wrong one, and acknowledging it with the finding a solution rather than blaming others. What you are required to do is you have to be take the accountability, take the responsibility rather than blaming to the others. And definitely it will be building your credibility and prevents the repetition of mistakes in the future. And definitely respect. Fourth one is respect. It will gives you the solutions should that will be protect human life and respect the environment. For example, choosing sustainable materials of renewable energy that will be giving you the solutions and definitely be helping the environment for much more worthiness in the environment. So, for example, again, the your public safety and environment health definitely you can put in the accountability of your decisions. Next one is ethical decision making model. How do you become the ethical engineer? You can follow this model. By following this model, you will be able to become the more ethical engineer, and you will be able to act as a responsible citizen in your life. So ethical decision making model are comprises of five things. One is recognize, evaluate, choose, act, and reflect. These five things are helping you to become the role model for other engineers also. So what you are required to do is you have to require to first recognize, first acknowledge there is an ethical issue. Whenever you will be working in any of the project, any of the event, so first you have to recognize that acknowledge, you have to acknowledge to others, to your higher authorities that there is an ethical issue with that. So you sometimes might have reported during your childhood that there is a manipulation in a project report. Okay, so at that time you have to first report to the person that there is an ethical issue in manipulation of this project report. Once you have recognized that, you are required to evaluate over that. How do you evaluate? So collect the facts. Once you have found the any manipulation in the project report, that you are required to collect the facts, check the rules, laws, their consequences, all those things that you may be able to check it out first. And after checking out consequences, you will be able to more evaluate the more integrity, and you can gather the facts and consider options given by. For example, what harm could come if the manipulated data is submitted? You have to ask two questions, that if the same manipulated report is submitted, what kind of harm to the people that you are going to do, or that you are going to impact to the people. Once you have evaluated well, that you have to choose the most ethical alternative. How do you choose the most ethical alternative? Like select the option that best align with honesty, firmness, fairness, and professional code of ethics. It is very difficult to choose. Okay, choices and challenges. That is the title of our presentation, of our today's learning. So choices are there. How do you choose? By choosing with the help of your honesty, firmness, fairness, and professional codes of ethics are there. So by using that, by using these things in your mind, because once it is fixed, once it is set of rules in your mind, set of ethics in your mind, you will be able to use the best alternative required in your ethical career. By once you have chosen your ethical career, by choosing to correct the data, even if the delays submission. Okay, if your submissions are delayed, don't worry. But once you submit the right report, right alternative, that will be helping you to become the more ethical engineer. Fourth one is act. Okay, whatever the decision that you have taken, whatever the alternative that you have chosen, that you are required to act as a or implement the decision responsibility. So you have to carry out the ethical decisions with courage and responsibility. You have to have the guts, you have to have the courage to represent yourself and inform the team and submit accurate results. How do you do that? You have to inform the team and you have to accurately, you have to submit the accurate results. And the final, you have to reflect yourself. How do you reflect to yourself? That you have to review the outcome and you have to learn something from that. So after the action, reflect on what went right or wrong, because you do not know. Whenever you have taken the decision, you have followed this: recognize, evaluate, choose, act, and reflect. All those things that you have chosen, but ultimately, what is right, what is wrong, it will come at the end. And how to improve ethical decisions in future, it will definitely helping you, that you will be able to how to choose the ethical or maintain the trust of others or the persons of the employers. So these five things, once you will follow this model, definitely it will helping you to select the proper way of your learning and decision making. Now we will see some of the common ethical challenges. Everything that you have learned at your lectures, during the from the parents, from the friends, from your colleagues, from the society as well in large. So, but whatever comes in your mind, whenever you will be applying to the real life, some common ethical challenges will come in your way. So what kind of common challenges will come? So first comes safety versus cost. How do you, this is one of the challenges. You have to maintain both. How do you maintain the both one? So engineers often face pressure to reduce cost. As an engineer in an MNC, in any organization, you will be prompt given the instructions to reduce the cost of the project that you are working on. So how do you being pressured over there? You have to be asked to use the cheaper material, or skipping certain tests may save money, but what it result in? It will result in risk of the lives of the people. So if your company asks you to cut the corners of the safety, then what should you do? What should you do? This question you have to ask. You have to ask your ethical values, by using the ethical values in your mind, and you will be able to answer, you will be able to get the answer from your ethical mindset. Second thing is confidentiality. Sometimes as an engineer, that you are required to handle sensitive data like design, codes, business secrets. So it may be possible that once you breach the confidentiality, it will damage companies and public trust. So once you are doing this, so once you will share the any confidential matter to the clients, to the project people, to the outsiders, it will definitely help, definitely spoil the image of the company and the public. So confidentiality, taking the confidentiality or keeping the confidentiality is one of the important things. This is again one of the challenge, that you have to maintain the confidentiality of your reports, of your planning also. Third thing comes plagiarism. Everybody, you are submitting your assignments and your lab manuals over there. What sometimes, what some amount of students, some students, I'm not talking about every student, but when we come to know, this is the age of AI. Okay, so people are using or copying the reports, projects, and codes without credit. They are taking the materials, they are taking the help of AI, that is good, but they are directly copying those content from the AI written content. So what the issue is that they are representing, they are putting their content into their assignments, into their lab manuals, but they forget in the reports also, they forget to give the credit to the particular websites, particular AI tool. So once you are using without giving the credit, it is unethical. As a student, this often happens in assignment and thesis also. So plagiarism, what plagiarism happens? Plagiarism damages credibility and hampers real learning. It will definitely kill your real learning that you want to be, that you want to write on your own. So if you are using any of the content which is which is taken from the other websites, resources, internet resources that you have used, don't forget to acknowledge all those things that you have taken. And again, fourth one is it's a whistle blowing. So copying reports, projects, or code without credit is obviously unethical, and reporting unethical practices, safety violation, fraud, it will whistleblowers face may risk job loss, pressures, threats, all those things will be happening. So it is warning you, giving a warning. If you are doing any unethical practices, these challenges, once you will not follow, overcome these challenges properly with the ethical mindset, you will be in trouble for that. The next one, certain dilemmas will be there. है? So I have rightly added one point for you as a student, that student level ethical dilemmas are there. है? So student level certain ethical dilemmas are there. The dilemmas can be uh, copying assignments, cheating, project plagiarism, and using AI without credit. I told you earlier, not all the students are doing, but some of the students are doing nowadays. We have come across, and we are making them correct by giving the right ethical values and right directions to write the particular assignments. So what will happen? Certain dilemmas are there. Some of the students are in dilemma, are in confusion, are in dichotomy, that what should we do? Okay, whether we should, everybody is copying, they are giving the excuses like, sir, some of the students are copying from the assignment, copying from the other sources, they are cheating.
এই আংটি এই আংটি এই গোসাই এই গোসাই આંગઠીઓ મોટું કરવાનું મીડિયા
We are motivating them, okay, and we are giving the explaining all those things. If you are not meeting your deadlines, if you are imperfect in certain written works, okay, we will not be bothering you, but we want only and only your own content, own writing that is written by you only. Whether it will be full of mistakes, sentence structures are not right, we are encouraging, always encouraging the students not to copy assignment from other AI written books. Second thing comes cheating during the examination. What will happen? It will give you the temporary success, temporary pleasure, but ultimately it will be damaging your credibility and confidence. Sometimes once you have, some of the people are making cheating or doing cheating in the examination, what will happen at the time? They will get temporary pleasures, temporary success, but in ultimate in their lives, they will lose their credibility and they will lose their confidence over that. So, professional integrity starts in the classroom. है ना? Professional integrity, once you will be joining any MNC in the future, but that professional integrity will start from the classrooms. So you have to give the exam with the honest way, and you have to handle the real life engineering problems, and that will be reflecting starts from your classrooms. By giving the examination, once you will be loyal, not doing any cheating, it will definitely helping you to boost your confidence, to boost your moral, and it will definitely help you to cater the integrity in your future also. Third one is project plagiarism. Copying seniors' work and downloading from the internet is common nowadays. And people are the syllabus would be same, and lab manual is same, assignments are same. What they are doing, they are copying from the seniors. But in real life, plagiarism can lead to the legal consequences and loss of trust. Okay, once you have not acknowledged if this kind of dilemmas are there. Using AI without credit is tools like ChatGPT, GitHub, Copilot, etc. are powerful. As you know, as you might have, everybody is using nowadays. Okay, these tools are very powerful. They are giving the lot of insights. They are giving the lot of unexpected results. Okay, and that you like the most. But using them without acknowledging is unethical, as I earlier mentioned to you, and it will definitely should demoralize or make you the discomfort in your future also. So what you can do as a student, you use AI as a support tool, not as a replacement of your thinking. Okay, you can use it as a support tool. You can get the support from the AI, but do not use as your replacement of your own thinking. So, so proper citation and transparency are important skills for the future also. I hope that these dilemmas, those who have the dilemmas like this, that is quite clear by understanding this. I would also like to present certain case studies. Okay, how the unethical practices or certain level of poor safety standards will lead towards the disasters. I have taken one clip from the internet and would like to show it to you. So I am playing it. Would you able to listen the voice of the audio of the of this video?
Yes, yes, the voice. Yes, sir. The voice is coming. Yes, sir.
Oh, okay, thank you, sir.
Now, sir, we can't listen to it. Sir. Versus, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now it's not audible now. It was initially. So we can
Okay,
jump
not
up to
audible.
next thing. So students would be listening to this later on. No issues for that, sir.
Okay, fine. So by showing this video, I would like to draw your attention towards the certain things that has not been taken care of while using this plant also, and it has become the disaster for all the people that has been that were, even the innocent people were 3,800 people on the spot died only because of the engineering mm, failures. The people, those who were involved to set up the plant, by mistake, the water went into the wrong direction, and it has become the disaster for the people of the Bhopal also. Okay, even one more case study is there regarding the Volkswagen emission scandal. So, Volkswagen emission scandal has happened in 1985 around, where they have cheated with the emission test. They have even supplied the 11 million cars across the world, and by doing that, they have not maintained the standards of the rules made by the government of USA. Later on, it was taken to the courts and all those things, and the people uh, who were become the victim regarding particular emission test, and the polluted areas were happened over there at the time, and the people and the compensation was given by the Volkswagen at the time, but it has a very large disaster wasn't happened. So by these two videos, that you would be able to that how the engineers ethical values are matters a lot, because once you are ethically proven, you won't be doing such kind of things in future also. Now we'll come to the challenges. When we have discussed the challenges, and now we will go to the choices of engineers face. So first one comes profit versus safety. Okay, so your teachers, as a teacher and mentors, okay, we are not just teaching the technical skills but also emphasizing moral values and how you will be able to apply in your engineering practice. So students, as students, you may be able to learn most by observing. When your teacher is demonstrating fairness, transparency and responsibility to the students, and students will act as a naturally by guiding, by following the instruction of the teacher. It will definitely encouraging honesty. As a teacher, I would also encourage the students not to do cheating, not to do any plagiarism in your projects, in your reports, and definitely it will help to their rewarding originality and integrity. Obviously, integrity and originality will definitely rewarding you in the future. In We are also providing the healthy discussion space to the students. So as a student, you are also given the opportunity to be the show your dilemmas, for example reporting misconduct, pressure to the take shortcuts. Okay, so as a teacher, as an ethical person, I am always allowing the open non-judgmental discussion for the students. That's why you have different choices for that. You have always future responsibility. So as a mentor, as a teacher, so one should remind the students that their decisions in professional life will affect public safety, environment, and society. We are always concerned about this public safety, environment, and society. And that's why, as a teacher, we are trying our level best to provide to their future responsibility. Even we are also trying our level best to make them understand about the professional codes. है ना? So by introducing the different codes of ethics from professional societies, mentors. As a mentor, we are helping the students to connect the classroom values and real world practices. So we are sometimes like GEC Bhavnagar and other colleges, especially GEC Bhavnagar, like they are organizing such kind of beautiful expert sessions on ethics and your integrity. So this will definitely be such kind of honor course, such kind of workshops, project reviews, ethical review sections, and such kind of things will definitely help the students to become the more value added and more ethical person in the ethical life. Next point is building ethical culture in colleges. है ना? Certain honor codes are there. Okay, so certain colleges are giving the ethical values. They are organizing workshop, project reviews, and all those things that they are doing for the betterment of the students. Next one is practicing ethics as a student. So how do you do the practice of ethics? How do you become an ethical student? Okay, so first you have to take care about the academic honesty. Always submit your original work. You are requested to avoid the plagiarism and cheating. If you are taking certain contents from AI, certain contents from internet and different sources, properly acknowledge sources and references in your projects or in your reports also. It will what it will help you? It will definitely build the trust with faculty and prepares you for professional ethical person. So citing reference in a project report, if it is properly cited, it will definitely helping you to become the ethical person. Second is collaboration. Sometimes you are given a task to work in a team. As a team, you are being separated into different groups over there. So if you are working as a team, that means you work as a team by respecting everyone's contributions. Sometimes it happens that two students are representing them. That's this person is not allowing us to put our ideas in the projects, in the reports. But as an ethical person, you should work as a team by respecting everyone's contribution. You are also advised or you are also encouraged to share knowledge, but do not use someone's work as your work. This is one of the ethical person. The ethical person cannot do that. He is always representing his work, and if he is representing others' work, he is always acknowledging. Citing reference in project report definitely helping you to become the independent. Second thing is it will definitely help the learn to balance independence and cooperation. So in group projects, divide responsibility fairly instead of free riding. Okay, you have to divide certain responsibility. This person will do this part of the project. This person will do this part of the project. So by doing this, you will be able to collaborate properly. Your teamwork will be rewarding, and you will definitely create a rapport between the different types of people in your group. And the last one is reporting misconduct. If you witness any cheating, plagiarism, or any unsafe practices, report responsibly. So it will definitely protect the reputation of your college, and it will definitely ensure the fairness of your work. So ethical responsibility goes beyond personal benefits, and it is for the community. So inform the stakeholders, those who are become the part of that stakeholders, and it will definitely helping the students. It will definitely helping the organizations to work with the ethical values and ethical corporations. So ethics is not a choice but a responsibility. So as an ethical person, you are always encouraged to take the responsibility, to take to act as a responsible person, to act as a responsible citizen. So it will be helping you to become the more ethical, more code of ethics principles: honesty, integrity, accountability, and respect. So definitely it will be it will make you the responsible ethical person. Thank you so much. I would request the students, if you are having any questions, you may ask if you are permitted for that.
Uh, Thanks a lot, sir. The students are on YouTube and they would be dropping down into the comment box. Later on, we can answer them.
Okay,
That is
sir.
how I have made it for this session. Definitely, your session was one of the most wonderful sessions because the way the students were so attentive, they were live. The way you have dealt from touching all the angles of ethical views, be it society, be it industry, be it some controversial cases, and then later on coming to what engineering students are expected to do and what are the ethical bonds they need to follow. So it was really insightful, sir. On behalf of Government Engineering College Bhavnagar, I would really like to extend my thanks on behalf of principal, sir. He has especially mentioned that please convey my regards to you as well. And in future, if you want, definitely you would be available for any such enlightening session,
Thank you.
sir. It was really wonderful. Whenever some comments come, and if they are in a question form, I would definitely ask you to solve them into
Please
the
share
comment
with
box
me.
as well, sir.
Yes.
Definitely, I would be sharing, and do ask your students also to
Okay.
view our channel so that this
Okay.
is a reservoir for all GTU. Thanks a lot, sir. We'll call it a day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for giving the opportunity.
Thanks,
Thank you.
students.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you.